Hello again. This is part one of a 4-part series called 100 Years of Air Pistols. And in this episode, we're going to look at pistols that were made between 1910 and 1946. And these are a few of my favourites from that period. So, we'll start with the Wesley Richards Highest Possible. This was designed by Edwin Anson and made by Wesley Richards in Birmingham from 1910. It's a spring piston air pistol with the barrel on top of the cylinder, and to load it you pivot the pistol grip down and the trigger guard compresses the mainspring. This is a rearward travelling piston, so the air comes out the back of the piston, goes through a curved transfer port in the breech and then fires the pellet down the barrel. It's quite a chunky pistol, it's very well made, and it was supposed to replicate a Webley service pistol. And yeah, for a 110-year-old air pistol, it's still pretty accurate. So that kick-started the British air pistol manufacturing industry. And what ended up becoming the most successful air pistol design ever started off with this, the Webley Mark 1 in 1924. This is a late 1924 model. So it's similar to the Wesley Richards in that the barrel is on top of the cylinder, but in this the barrel cocks the pistol, compresses the spring, and because you've got more leverage on the barrel you can have a stronger spring, so you get more power. It's a much more compact pistol and it's actually very comfortable to shoot, and yeah, these led to some of the best air pistols ever made. Yeah, fantastic little pistols. And also in 1924, over in Germany, Diana brought out the Model 1. It's an interesting little pistol. It's a tin plate pistol that has a fantastic sort of Art Deco, futuristic styling to it. And it's a spring piston air pistol with the spring and piston in the grip. And you pull a rod out, and when you fire it, the rod shoots in and it shoots a pellet down the barrel. This was based on an Eisenwerk Gaggenau design from the late 1800s, but they've clad it in this lovely futuristic 1920s tin plate. It's low power, not hugely accurate, but a really nice pistol and worthy of being in any good collection, I think. Then also in Germany in 1925, the Venus Waffenwerk factory introduced the Tel 2. It's the smallest spring pistol ever made. It's quite well known. Fantastic little pistols. This actually cocks the same way as the Wesley Richards Highest Possible, in that the pistol grip pivots down and the trigger guard compresses the spring. But on this, it is a concentric cylinder. Yeah, not hugely powerful, not hugely accurate, but really good fun to shoot. And then 1927, we have the Hubertus, again made in Germany. This is a very solidly made pistol, made from a huge slab of machined forged steel. It's got a very weird mechanism. So you cock it like a push barrel, but it isn't a push barrel pop out. The piston and spring are compressed into the rear of the pistol, and then you put a pellet in the transfer port, and then you pull the barrel out, which extends into becoming what is the air chamber, and then when you fire it, the piston jumps from the back of the pistol to the front of the pistol and it fires. It's quite accurate, really nicely made, and yeah, an interesting pistol. Then a very well-known pistol is the Haenel 28, which first came out in 1930. This is designed by Hugo Schmeiser when he worked at Haenel, and while he was involved in air guns he came out with some fantastically clever designs. The cocking mechanism on this is possibly the most awkward of any air pistol I've shot, but once you've cocked it, it's a really nice pistol. This one is quite heavily used, so it's nice and smooth, the trigger's nice and light, and yeah, it's really nice to shoot. Yeah, lovely pistol, very well made. At the other end of the scale, we have the Briton, which was made by Frank Clark from 1931. This is basically a Diana Model 2. It's a push barrel pop-out pistol, and these are very famous for being extremely inaccurate. But while I was zeroing in all these pistols for this video, I thought I'd been really clever, because I'd worked out an aim point for this particular pistol, which was generally aim at the bottom of a balloon at 5 yards and you'd always hit it. But true to form, sure enough, when I came to do this video, it missed. And then it missed for the next 5 shots. At which time I kind of worked out the ideal aim point for this particular pistol. Yeah, not one of my favourites. But what is one of my favourites is this. This is a pre-war Webley Mark 1 slant grip. So this is pretty much the same as the first Mark 1, but now the barrel is flush with the end of the cylinder, which looks a bit more tidy, and the pistol grip is at a much steeper angle. That's really important to how it feels. It's much more comfortable to shoot now. It's still quite hard to cock, but they sort that out later on. And this one is quite well used, and all the parts are nice and worn in. Lovely to shoot. Yeah, very accurate still. I really love these pistols, they're brilliant. And then back in Germany, we have the Diana Model 5, pre-war. This is a break barrel spring piston air pistol. I think they based this on the Diana 27 rifle, because it looks very similar. And I'll be honest, when I first saw these, I thought they looked a bit cumbersome. The grip looked a bit basic, and I didn't think it would be that nice to shoot. But when I got one and serviced it and zeroed it in, I was very happy to find they're actually very nice to shoot and very accurate. Yeah, Diana knew what they were doing with these pistols. These would lead on to some amazing break barrel pistols, which you're going to see in upcoming videos. And finally, we have the post-war Webley Mark 1. The post-war model has some knurling on the barrel to help with grip, and it also has Webley embossed on the pistol grips. This particular one is hardly been used, so it's very hard to cock, and all the stuff is quite stiff, but luckily, because they've got a very good adjustable trigger, I was able to set the trigger up nice and light, so even though it's all a bit crisp, it's still very nice to shoot. So that's it for part 1. There's going to be another 3 videos in this series. I've done videos on some of these pistols already, but if there's any pistols that you would like me to do a video on, maybe look in a bit more detail, take them apart possibly, do some more accuracy testing, then just let me know in the comments and I will put it at the top of the list. Excellent. Alright, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, give it a like and subscribe if you want to see more. Thanks a lot. Bye.